Hello, my dear friends. I am Krishnan. Today, I am going to just share with you some thoughts on the extension of lockdown, why it has been extended, and what are the rules connected with that, and how we have to, as citizens of this country, how we have to obey those rules. A lockdown is definitely not a happy thing for any citizen. We all know it. But we are all complying with it, and so far we are successful. We have already had two lockdowns, and the one that is going extended now happens to be the third one, which is extended up to the 17th of this month. Why this lockdown has been implemented? See, the government is not going to, because the government is losing a lot of revenue by extending the lockdown, and it puts a lot of people into difficulty also, no doubt about it. But at the same time, the government has to look for the good of all. Okay, and we also have to cooperate with the government, because whatever the government is doing is only for the good of the people. Now let us slowly analyze how this lockdown can be successfully met by ourselves. We all know that I have already told you that it is not going to be a happy thing for us, because the country has been based on the developments that have taken place so far. The country has been divided into three main zones. There is red zone, orange zone, green zone. Red zone is an area where this COVID is occurring again and again. Orange is there is no sporadic spurt of COVID, but at the same time no fresh cases have been reported. And green zone is an area where for the last 21 days no such fresh reports have been made. So these are the three areas, and we have to see as the citizens how we can comply with the government's orders. See, I know, as I've already told you, this is not going to be a happy thing for us, because it is restricting our freedom, it is restricting our movement, it is restricting our activities. Everything is being restricted, no doubt about it. But ultimately, if you look at the end result, you know that it is done only for the benefit of the people. Okay? So we have lost our glory. We have lost our glory means we are not in a position to do our things as we feel. But we have to get back that glory. How to get back? See, for example, let me interrupt by giving a small example of a student. A student will always be happy to get his exam postponed or cancelled. And more so, a student will always be happy to get the exam postponed, because he doesn't feel that this is the time for me to face it. And he will never be able to face it also, because every time he wants that postponement to happen, he will never be able to face the examination with the confidence. Okay, now it is postponed. But when it is postponed, it has to come back again one day or the other. And you are getting only a temporary happiness, temporary relief. In the same way, if you are allowed to move out freely now, it is going to be a short-lived happiness, because COVID is not going to keep alone. It's not going to remain calm. It will attack you in whichever way possible, and the freedom that you enjoyed now is going to have a disastrous effect when it attacks you with redoubled vigor. Now, let me narrate it with a small mythological example, so that my idea is to drive home how good this lockdown is going to be ultimately for us. See, there was a hunter, and he was going to the forest, and his job was to hunt the animals and bring them, and the prey will be there, and he will be isolating them and bringing them back. One day he went to the forest. He had a poisonous arrow, and the moment he shoots a poisonous arrow on a deer or any other animal, the poison is injected into the body, and immediately the prey dies, and then he takes the booty and comes back. This is what he has been doing. And one day when we went to the forest, he was ready with his bow and arrow, and he was aiming at a deer. But what happened is, when he aimed the arrow at the deer moved away, and the arrow directly hit a tree, a very blooming, prosperous tree which was there. And the tree became poisonous now, and what happened is, over a period of time, it started losing its charm. It lost its shrunken trunk was there, the leaves were all shed, and it became a very sick tree. But on the tree, there was a bird which has cast its nest over there. Every day the bird will go out, bring its booty, and then come back and take rest and go away. And the bird was visibly unhappy that the tree is infested with poison because of the arrow sent by the hunter. And it was feeling very sorry for that. But the bird did not fly away from there. Had it wanted, it would have gone to some other tree. But it didn't do, it remained there. So it was at that time that a saint happened to pass by, and the saint was watching the activities of the bird. And he was also surprised why this bird is not moving away from this tree, because the tree has become almost useless now. It has lost all its charm, it has lost its fruits, it has lost its leaves, and the trunk itself has become shrunken. But still, the bird clings on to that. Why? What is the reason? And the saint was curious to know why is the reason this bird is remaining there. So he asked the bird, "My dear bird, you have every chance of going out and flying out to a different tree where it is blooming very well. Why is it that you are remaining here? You could, if you want, you could have gone to some other tree." The bird replied, "I could have gone to any other tree I wanted, because luckily I got wings, I can fly, I can shift my places from here to another place. But I am duty bound to see that this tree gets back its life. Why? Because I started off here only, and I built my nest here, and all my offsprings also developed only from here. And when I see the tree in a very dilapidated condition, I really feel sorry for that, and I want this to come back to prosperity. And I am praying that such things will definitely happen to it. So had I wanted, I could have gone, but I didn't go because I am devoted to this tree." So my dear friends, what I say is, this should be the attitude of each one of us. We are not running away from problems. We should not shirk the problems and leave out, because problems will definitely come to us. It is our capacity to face the problems that we can face all the challenges in life. If you are able to face the challenges, then success will definitely be yours. And that is the reason why this mythological story I just alluded here, to show that people should have that resilience and the capacity to endure difficulties in their life, so that there will be light at the end of the tunnel sooner or later. Because we should always be living only with a positive bent of mind. Life consists only of positive things. If you think negatively, everything will happen to be negative. Always think that everything will be prosperous. In the same way, this will also pass on. COVID will come, and we never thought that this would come now. Earlier also so many epidemics have come. Epidemics have come and epidemics have gone. And the experts are all trying to find a medicine for this, and sooner or later I am sure that they will succeed in this. Once they succeed, definitely we can drive away this COVID. But there may be some pitfalls, there may be some difficulties, there may be some impediments. All these impediments, pitfalls and difficulties we have to overcome. Then only we will be able to lead a happy life. So my advice, sincere request to my fellow countrymen is to obey the rules and regulations given by the government, and try to keep ourselves indoors as much as possible. Of course, it curtails our activity, it curtails our freedom, it curtails our movement, everything is there, but it's only for our own good. And the government has also advised senior citizens above the age of 65 years and the kids below the age of 10, as well as pregnant women, try not to go out of the house frequently. Only if there is an absolute necessity, they need to go out, because these three sections of the people are very vulnerable to being attacked by COVID. So if we cooperate with all the rules and regulations given by the government, I am sure that I am also a person who is having a positive bent of mind. Even at this age, I always think in a positive way, because positivity always gives you good results, and that should be our aim. And my request to all my fellow countrymen is to see that you adjust with all these difficulties for a short while. There will definitely be hope, and there will be light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you so much.